All right, good people. So we are on section B of this June 2025 paper. It's June 2025, Maths paper 2. Okay, so answer any 4 questions from this section. So a candidate is required to choose 4 questions from this section. Okay, so if I were a student, I was going to answer question number 6, right? Question number 7, right? So the cumulative frequency. Then I would also choose question number 9, which is transformation. That's my third question. And also question number 10, right? As you can see, it's very easy. This one, solve the equation 2a plus 3 over 4 plus a minus 5 over 3 is equals to 1. Okay, so we are going to solve it. So it's 2a plus 3 over 4 plus a minus 5 over what? 5 over 3 is equals to 1. Okay, so the first stage here is to find the common denominator of 4 and 3, and our common denominator will be what? Will be 12. Okay, so 4 into 12, that's 3. So 3 is going to multiply 2a plus 3 plus 3 into 12, we get 4. So 4 is going to multiply a minus 5 is equals to 1. 2 times 6, we are now multiplying 3 times 6, 3 times 2a, that's 6a, plus 3 times 3, you get what? You get 9, plus 4 times a, you get 4a, minus 4 times minus 5, it's what? It's minus 20, all over what? 12 is equals to what? Is equals to 1. So now we are going to group our like terms. 6a plus 4a, we get 10a. 9 minus 20, that's minus what? Minus 11 over 12 is equals to 1. Are we together? So now we are going to cross multiply. Okay, so it's 10, it's 1, this 1 multiplied by 10a minus 11 is equals to 12 multiplied by what? By 1. Okay, so 1 times 10a is 10 what? 10a minus 11 is equals to 12. So we are now grouping our like terms. So 10a is equals to 12 minus 11 to this side is now positive 11. So 10a is equals to 12 plus 11, that's 20, 23. So let's divide by 10 and by 10. So a is equals 10 into 23, that's 2, remainder 3 over what? 3 over 10, or is 2, 3. That's the value of a. Okay, let's go to part B of the equation. So part B of the question says it is given that m is equals to n over n plus p. So m is equals to n over n plus p. Then say find the value of m when n is equals to what? N is equals to 60. So we're going to say m is equals n is what? 60 all over n is also 60 plus what's the value of p? P is equals to 45. So over what? Over 45. We're going to say m is equals to 60 over 60 plus 45 is 105. Right? 105. Then let's reduce it. 5 into 60 is 12. Then 5 into 10 we'll get 2. Then into 5, that's 1. Again, reduce it by what? By 3. And by 3, remember it's paper trick, and use a calculator. So 3 into 12, that's 4 over 3 into 21, that's 7. So that's the value of what? The value of m when n is equals to 60 and p is equals to 45. All right. Make n the subject of the formula. Wow. It was so simple, guys. So m is equals to n over n plus what? Plus p. Remember, we want to make n the subject of the formula, so we can cross multiply here. So it's m multiplied by what? By n plus p is equals to n. Okay, so m times n, that's mn plus mp. M times p is equals to what? Is equals to n. Remember, the question said make n the subject of the formula. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to say mp, right, to this side. Let's group the like terms. So we're going to say n to this side. It's now minus what? M n. So we're going to factor out n. N is common right here. So we're going to factor out n. So n into n, that's 1 minus. Then we are left with what? With m here is equals to mp. So we want to find the n. So we're going to divide by 1 minus m and by 1 minus what? Minus m. Then we cancel here. So it's now mp over 1 minus m is equals to what? Is equals to n. So we have made n the subject of the formula. Are we together? So that's another 3 marks. Okay, so the last part of the question is say solve the equation. So it's equation of logarithms. So it's log x minus 2 squared base 3 is equals to 2. Okay, so we want to find the value of what? The value of x. Okay, so this one here, our base 3, we're going to write it 3. Then we're going to take 2, which is on the other side of the equal sign. So we're going to say 3 now becomes the base and 2 becomes the power of 3. So it's now 3 raised to the power of 2 is equals to x minus 2 squared. Okay, are we together? Then 3 to the power of 2, get 9 is equals to x minus 2 squared is same as x minus 2 x minus 2. So 9 is equals to, we are going to expand this bracket, x multiplied by x minus what? Minus 2. First bracket multiply the second bracket. So this x right here is going to multiply this whole second bracket, and negative 2 is going to multiply this second bracket also. So it's now minus 2 multiplied by x minus 2. So 9 is equals to x times x, we get x squared minus x times 2, that's 2x minus 2 times 2x. So minus 2 times minus 2, you get plus 4 or positive 4. So 9 is equals to, let's group our like terms here, 9x squared. Okay, then minus 2x minus 2x, that's minus 4x plus what? Plus 4. So 9 is equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4. Okay, so let's take 9 to this other side. So we are left with 0 is equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4. 9 to this side is now minus 9. So 0 is equals to x squared minus 4x. So 9 minus 4, that's minus what? Minus 5. Okay, so now it's now factorization of product and sum. Okay, so let's multiply the first one and the last one to get what? Minus it's minus 5x squared. Okay, so let's take let's look to fit that if we multiply you get 5. That's 1 and what? That's 1 and 5, right? So we want to get negative what? Negative 4. So it will be negative 5 multiplied by positive 1. Minus 5 times 1, we get minus what? 5x. Then if we add minus 5 plus 1, we get negative 4. That's sum. Sum is addition, then product, that's multiplication. Okay, so minus 5 plus 1, that's minus 4, and minus 5 times 1, that's minus 5x what squared. Okay, so we have already found the what? The two factors that if you multiply, we get negative 5, and if you add, we get negative 4. So if our equation starts with the what? With a letter right here, we can simply put our two brackets in position. Then we're going to say x negative what? Negative 5. Then x positive what? Positive 1 is equals to 0. So x minus 5 is equals to 0, or x plus 1 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 0. Negative 5 to this side is now positive what? Positive 5. So x is equals to 5, or x plus 1. So x plus 1 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 0. Positive 1 to this side is now negative 1. So x will be negative what? Negative 1. So these are the two values of x from our equation right here. So that's the first question. It carries what? It carries 12 marks. Okay. So the next question you're going to answer is question number 7. Okay. So this question right here, a group of 100 Form 2 learners are asked to give ages in years of their grandfathers. The information is shown in the table below. Age in years: 50 less than x is the ages up to what? Up to 80. Then frequencies as the numbers: 50 to 55, 36, then 55 to 60, 10. It goes on like that. So we ask to calculate an estimate mean. You're going to find the estimate what? Estimate mean. Okay. So mean is this. Mean, the formula for mean, for finding mean, is equals to lower plus what? Plus upper limit times frequency. This one is all over what? All over 2. Then we divide by what? By total. Are we together? So right here, let's look at this. This one right here is our lower limit. 50 is lower limit, 55 is upper limit. That's our frequency, right? The lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, and upper limit. And these are frequency. So on frequency, they might say number here. So frequency and number is one and the same thing. So we're going to take 50 plus 55 times 6 divided by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit times frequency. So it's 50 plus 55 times 6 divided by what? By 2, plus, and the other one is 55 plus 60 times 10 divided by 2. Another one is 60 plus 65 65 times what? Times 22 divided by what? By 2. And plus the other one is 65 plus 70 times 32 divided by what? By 2. And plus the other one is 70 plus 75 times 20 divided by 2. And the last one is 75 plus 80 times what? 10 divided by 2. Okay, so the frequency now, the total number right now, the total, right? It is given a group of 100 Form 2 learners, okay? If they did not mention it, you can add the frequency to get the total number, right? So it's divided by what? Divided by 100, okay? So I'm going to use my calculator here. So we're going to say 50 plus 55, then is equals to, times 6 is equals to, then divided by what? Divided by 2 to get what? 315. So 315, then 55 plus 60 times what? 55 plus 60 is equals to, times 10 is equals to, then divided by what? By 2 to get 575. Then another one, we're going to say 60 plus what? Plus 65, then is equals to times frequency 22 is equals to, then divided by 2 to get 1375. And another one is 65 plus 70 is equals to times 32 is equals to divided by 2 to get 2160. And the last one is 70 plus 75 is equals to times what? Times 20. Times 20. Okay, this one times 20 is equals to divided by what? By 2 to get 1450. Oh, so this one was the last one. Okay, so it's 75 plus 80 is equals to times 10 is equals to divided by 2 is equals to, so that's 775. Okay, so we are going to add all of it. 315 plus 575 plus 1375 plus 2160 plus 1450 plus 775 divided by what? By 100. So I'm adding 315 plus 575 plus 1375 plus 2160 plus 1450 plus 775 is equals to, so I get 6650, then divided by what? By 100. So I'm going to divide by 100. Then our answer will be 66.5. That's our mean. That's the mean of the age. Mean of the age. Okay. So the stated information is represented in a cumulative frequency table. Right. So this graph right here, cumulative frequency is drawn using upper limits. Are we together? It is drawn using upper limits. Okay. So they start with what? 50. Then 55. This upper limit is what? Is 6. Okay. Another upper limit 60. Another upper limit 65. Another upper limit 70. 75. Then 80. Okay. So these two tables here, they go together, right? Okay, so 0, then there's 6. So 6 plus 10, you see, you get what? 16. 16 plus 22, you get what? 38. So 38 plus 32, 38 plus 32, get 70. So P right here is what? Is 70, right? So you get what? 70. So 70 plus 20 is what? 90. 90 plus 10 is 100. Okay. So they are interdependent. So these two graphs. And remember, it is drawn using upper limits only. Are we together? So we have managed to find the value of P, which is equal to what? Is equals to 70. All right. Now the question says, answer this part of the question on a sheet of graph paper using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 5 years on the edge axis and 2 centimeters to represent 20 linears on the cumulative frequency axis. Draw a cumulative frequency curve for the data given. Okay, so we are going to take, I'm going to take my graph book right here, and I want to draw this cumulative frequency graph. Okay, so 2 centimeters is what? 2 centimeters to 5 years, right? And 2 centimeters to 20 linears. Okay, so going to use a pen, okay, so that it will be visible to us all. Okay, so I'm going to draw my Cartesian plane here. Right, now visible, right? Okay, so that's 0 here. Right, another thing here, that we should always prevent or we should look on. From our table here, age start with what? 50, right? Let's not say 0. On this one is 5, right? You're going to say 0. Yeah, look here. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. But from our table, the maximum right here is what? Is 80. So if we start with 0, 5, 10, 15, we will not reach what? 80. So what are we going to do? We are going to say 0 right here. Then we're going to start with what? With 50. Are we together? We're going to start with 50, then 50, 5, then 60, then 65, 70, 75, and 80. So it's what? Age right here. Then the other one we are going to move with what? With 10, 2 centimeters, sorry, 20, 2 centimeter represents 20. So it's now 20, 40, 60, and what? And 80. Okay, so we are going to use this table, not this one, this table. So 50 and 0, 50 and 0, it's right here. Then 55 and 6, we're going to so from our scale is 2 centimeters to 2 units. So meaning to say from this point to this point, this box right here, there are some 10 small boxes, meaning to say 10 divided by 2. So each box right here is 0, is 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So each small box from our scale, each small box is 2, right? So 2, 4, 6. So 6 is what? 6 is right here. Then it's now 60 and 16. Okay, so 60 right here and 16. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 right here. I'm going to plot it right here. Then another one is 65 and 30, 38. Okay, so 65, 20, 30 is somewhere here. It's between what? 20 and what? And 40. That's where there's 30. So 38, 32, 34, 36, 38. So 38 is right here. Then 70 and what? And 70. Okay, so 70 and 70. 70 is between what? 60 and 80. So 70 is right here. Then the last one is what? It's 80 and what? It's 75 and 75 and what? And 90. So 75. Oh, so right here is what? 100. So 75 and 90. 90 is right here, and it's right here. Then the last one is what? It's 80 and 100. So 80 and 100 right here. Okay, so you can use a refill or your hand. Okay, but on this case I'm going to use my hand. You can use a refill so that you can have a smooth curve. Okay, so allow me just to use my hand. It's okay, I can use my hand. Oh no, okay, this one. So the reason why we use a pencil is when we've made some mistakes, we can rub it off. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, so let's go to the other question. So we have drawn the cumulative frequency. So they can say draw an ogive. You can say draw an what? An ogive is the same as a cumulative what? Frequency. So use the graph to estimate the median. Use the graph to estimate the what? The median. Okay, so median is equals to what? N plus 1 divided by 2. N is for the total number, right? So the total number is what? Of the survey plus 100 plus 1 divided by 2. 100, 101 divided by 2, we get 50.5. So this one, guys, is not the answer. It's the median position. Okay? It's the median what? Position. So we are going to come here. So 50 is right here. So 50 somewhere here. 0.5 between this box. Okay? So 50. Right. 50. So that's the median position. So the median age. Okay. Then you come here. Then the moment we touch the graph, we are going to draw another line. This what? X-axis. All the values of the median, we found them on the what? On the x-axis. Okay. So this one is 60. So according to our scale, is 55, right? So meaning to say these two boxes is 60 what? 66 point what? 0.5. We can round it off to 66. So you can say it's what? 66. Right, so 66 what is yes. Okay, then the other one right here is the interquartile range. Okay, so the interquartile, let me write it, interquartile range. Okay, is equals to upper limit. Sorry, it's going to be upper quartile, quartile, right, upper quartile minus lower quartile. So the formula for upper quartile is 3/4 n plus 1 minus lower quartile is 1/4 n plus what? N plus 1. Are we together? Okay, so we are going to say 3/4 n is 100 plus what? Plus 1. So 101 multiplied by what? By 3, then divided by what? By 4. We get 75.75. So we're going to come here. 70 is almost here. 0.75. Let's say this box right here. So we're going to draw a line. So this one is Q2, which is our what? Our median, right? Our median. So this one right here is Q3 altogether. That's Q3, which is the upper quartile. Q at 3, right? So we're going to come right over here, right over here. So our upper quartile is 70, right? Then the lower quartile is 1/what? 1/4. Then 100 plus what? Plus 1. Then it will be 1/4. 101 over what? Over 4. Right. So 101 divided by what? By 4 to get what? 25. 25.25. So 20 is here. 22, 24, 26 or somewhere here. Right. So that's our lower quartile. So lower quartile is what? This one is Q what? Q1. Lower quartile. Right. So right here, what do we get? This is 61, 62. Okay. So get what? 62. 60 what? 62. So we're going to say the interquartile range from upper quartile minus what? Lower quartile. Upper quartile we get 70 minus lower quartile we get 60, 62. So we're going to say 70 minus 60, 62 to get what? To get 8. That's our answer. Okay, so that's it from our cumulative frequency graph. So this is our cumulative frequency graph or on n or guide. Okay, so we ask you to find the mean, we ask you to find the median, then the interquartile range. So that's the range right here. So that's our answer. And guys, remember the cumulative frequency graph is drawn using upper limits only. Okay, so let's go to the next question, which is question number 9. So answer the whole of the question on a sheet of graph paper using a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 unit on both axes. So 2 centimeters to 1 unit. So this box here, this graph here, from this point to this point, this point to this point is 2 centimeters. This point to this point is what? 2 centimeters. Are we together? So 2 centimeters to represents 1 unit is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So using a scale of, look at this one. So some would say, oh, there was an inequality on transformation. No, that's not an inequality. It's a range of values from 0 to what? To 7 on the x-axis. Then on the y-axis is minus 4 to positive 4. Okay, so I can say 0. I put my 0 right here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and what? And 7 on the x-axis. Then the y-axis 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to this negative region, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 to negative what? To negative 4. Okay, so that's what the scale. That's our scale. Okay, so I'm going to draw the lines. Okay, you'll be able to interpret correct the Cartesian plane and the scale. Okay, so that's my Cartesian plane. So this one is my x-axis and this one is my y-axis. Okay, so let's answer the question. Okay, a quadrilateral ABCD, a quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. Its vertices at what? 3 and 2. That's A. So 3 and 2, right? Then 4 and 3. So 4 is for x-axis, 3 is for y-axis. So 4 of x-axis, right? And 3 for y-axis. That's right here. So this one is A. So this one is what? This one is B. Then 4 and 3. There's 4 and 2. 4 and 2, which is B. Sorry, 4 and 2. That's B. So 4 and 2. 4 and 2. That's B. So this point right here was what? Was C. I skipped it. Okay. So 4 and 3. That's what? That's C. Then 3 and 4. That's D. 3 and what? And 4. Right here. 3 and 4 was what? D. Okay. So that's our A, B. Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, in that order. Okay, that's A, then B. So I'm using a pen so that it will be visible on our video, but we should always use what? Pencils. Are we together? Should use pencils. Okay, so that's shape A, B, C, D. Right. Draw clearly a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. So we've drawn it clearly. Draw quadrilateral A1, B1, C1. The image of quadrilateral A, B, C, D under a translation with translation vector 3 and minus 5. Okay, so they are given its translation. So translation vector is equals to ending point. Okay, minus what? Minus starting point. Okay, so we are given the translation vector, guys. This is our translation vector, 3 and negative 5. So I'm going to write 3 and negative 5 here. Is equals to ending point. It's the quadrilateral A1, B1, C1. That's the ending point. So I'm going to write A1, B1, C1, D1. Right? Minus starting point. Starting point is, right, let's read our question carefully. Quadrilateral A1, B1, C1 is image, which means is the second shape of quadrilateral ABC, which means ABC is our starting point. So on starting point, I'm going to take these coordinates of A, B, C, and D. So that's 3 and 2. I'm going to write 3, 2 here. Then B, it's 4, 2. Then C is 4, 3, and D is 3, 4. Are we together? Okay, that's it. So these are the coordinates of the starting point. Okay, so let's make A1, B1, C1 the subject of the formula. Let's bring all these coordinates to this side. So 3, negative 5. Okay, so it will be positive. That's A, B, C, and D. So that's 3, 2. That's 4, 2. That's 4, 3. 3 and 4. Okay, so we're going to add. Okay, so it's now 3 plus 3. We get what? We get 6. 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. That's 3 plus 4. That's 7. Okay, then 3 plus 3. Or 3 plus 4 again, that's 7. Then 3 plus 3, that's 6. So minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3. Minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3. Minus 5 plus 3, that's minus 2. Then minus 5 plus 4, that's minus what? That's minus 1. So these are the coordinates of triangle A1, B1, C1, D1. Ending point minus starting point. So let's draw it clearly. 6 and minus 3. 6 and minus 3. Right here, that's A. That's A1. Then 7 and minus 3. 7 and minus 3. That's B1. Then 7 and minus 2. 7 and minus 2. That's C1. Okay. Then 6 and minus 1. 6 and minus 1. Right here. That's D1. That's D1. Okay. So that's our shape. A1, B1, C1, D1. Are we together? And if we join our corresponding points, you can see we have parallel lines, right? Which will be equal in what? In length. So that's it on this one. Let's go to the other parts, right? So draw a quadrilateral A2, B2, C2, D2 with what? Vertices at A2, that's 1.5, 1.5, that's 1.5, and 1. So 1.5, right, and 1. So that's here. That's A2. Then 2 and 1, 2 and 1. That's what? That's B2. Then 2 and 1,5. 2 of x-axis and 1,5 of y-axis. Almost right here. That's what? That's C2. Then the last one is 1,5 and 2. 1,5 and 2. Okay. Right here. That's a small one. So this one, I believe it's enlargement. Right, was enlargement is to make things bigger or smaller. Okay, let's see. Let's find out. Okay, so that's one. Okay, so describe fully the single transformation that maps ABC onto A2, B2, C2. So the first thing is to join our corresponding points out together. Let's join our corresponding points. You should join these corresponding points, guys, and draw these lines. Okay, so I'm joining B and B2, and I'm joining C and what? C and C2. Are we together? That's C and what? C2. Then that's D and what? D2. I'm joining my corresponding points. You should always join corresponding points. Okay, so as you can see, all these corresponding points are meeting at one common place, which is 0, 0. So this one is enlargement. Are we together? Because enlargement is if you join corresponding points, they meet at one common point, and that common point is the center of enlargement. So we're going to describe it is C item 2. Then you can write C item 2. Remember, all the working should be on the same what? On the same graph of paper. Okay, so I'm going to write in enlargement. Okay, then center of enlargement is 0, 0. Okay, and you can say origin. Okay, then scale factor is image over pre-image, right? So this one is our image, this one is our pre-image. So ABC was mapped onto A2, B2, C2. So this one is our image. So let's count the number of boxes here. This side here is what? It's 1, right? 1 over, this side is 1, 2. So we're going to say 1 over 2. Scale factor is image over pre-image. Image from the center over pre-image from the center. So it's 1 over 2. That's our scale factor. Or you can write in a matrix form. As long matrix enlargement, it uses matrix if the center of enlargement is 0, 0 or origin. So we're going to put half here and half here, then 0, 0 from our identity matrix with 1, 1, 0, 0. So these ones here, they are affected by the scale factor. So you can put our scale factor on this one, 1 half, 1 half, then 0, 0. So that's the description. Describe the single transformation that maps quadrilateral A, B, C, D onto A2, B2, C2, D2. You can even write this one. This matrix is enlargement, center 0, 0 or origin, scale factor half. Okay. The other part, it says draw the image, right? Draw the image of quadrilateral ABCD under a 90 degrees clockwise rotation about center 1, 1. Center 1, 1. That's here. Okay, center 1, 1. Then and label it A3, B3, C3. So I'm going to take a divider and right. So the center of enlargement is what? Is 1 and 1. It's 1 and 1, and it's 90 degrees what? Center of rotation is 1, 1, then 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, so that's our center. So we're going to transform A, B, C, D onto A3, B3, D3, right? So we can take every point and point. Okay, so we are going to take point A to the center. Let me use a marker so that it will be visible, right? So I'm going to use this marker. Point A to the center. Okay, right, clearly, right? Okay, so it's 90 degrees clockwise. Clockwise is this movement, right? Movement of what? Of our clocks. Okay, sorry about that one. Okay, so it's now 90 degrees clockwise from our protractor. So from our protractor, this center is right here. This is our center. So this center is going to align with what? This line right here. That's our center on the protractor. Then this line is going to align with this broken line that I've drawn using my marker. Okay, so I'm going to align it here. So as you can see, so 90 degrees is right here, clockwise, somewhere right here. Then I'll take my ruler and align with what? With this point that I've marked. Then I can take this one, this divider from this point right here. Okay, so this point right here. Then I'll rotate. Okay, so automatically somewhere here. Okay, somewhere what? Somewhere here. Then I mark this point and label it A3. Then I'll take another point, which is what? Which is B to this center. descender. Okay. Then I'll take my protractor again, then align it from the center to point what? To point B. The 90 is somewhere here. Then I can take my ruler to guide me so that I won't get lost. Okay. So then I'm going to take my protractor from the center right here. Okay, rotate. So it means this point is what? Right here. That's B what? That's B3. Okay. Then let's take another one. C to the center. Let me use a different marker. Okay, I'm going to use the black one. Okay, the center. So I'm going to rotate it. I'll take my protractor and align it from the center, trying to this side. So 90 degrees is somewhere here. I'm going to mark. Then my ruler is going to guide me. Okay, so somewhere here along this line. Then I'm going to take my divider from point C to this one. Then rotate it. As you can see, this one, this point right here is what? C3. Then let's take D to the center. You take every point to the what? To the center. So okay. So 90 degrees somewhere right here. So I'm going to mark it right here. Okay. So let me take my divider and my ruler. So my ruler is going to guide me somewhere here. Then this point to this point. Then rotate it. So it's somewhere here. That's where our D is D3. So this one is C what? C3. This one is A3. So I'm going to draw it. Guys, always remember you should use your pencils. The only reason why I'm using these markers and pen is for it to be visible to you. Okay, so this one. Right, so that's our shape. Our quadrilateral A, B, C, D was mapped onto A3, B3, C3, D3 by a rotation of 90 degrees clockwise, center 1 1. So that's our shape. Okay, so are we together? Okay, so let's go to the last part of the equation. Write down the matrix represent a stretch parallel to x-axis with a stretch factor 3. Okay, stretch it also uses matrix, right, from our identity matrix 1 1 0 0. Okay, so this one is x, this one is y, this one is x, this one is y. Okay, so it says stretch parallel to x-axis. So parallel lines, they are like this all together, right? They are like this. So you say parallel to x-axis, which means it's what? Okay, in the x-axis, but on stretch. If the stretch factor is on x-axis, you're going to what? You are going to put your stretch factor on the y-axis. So you say parallel to x-axis. So that's 0 0 here. So we are not going to put 3 here. We're going to put 3 on the y-axis. So I'm going to put 3 on the y-axis like this. So this one simply say one-way stretch factor 3 x-axis invariant or parallel to x-axis, which means opposite to x-axis. So it's on what? On y-axis. So that's the matrix which was required for us to draw. So that's our matrix. So that's 1 3 0 0, one-way stretch. So one-way stretch, then stretch factor at 3 is x is invariant or parallel to x-axis. That's it. So that's it for our question number 9. Let's go to question number 10. Okay, so guys, for more information about this topic transformation, if you look on my YouTube channel, on my playlist, transformation, there are some basic from start, from what is transformation, types of transformation, how to identify any shape. So feel free to revisit some of those notes on my channel. So it will help you a lot. So I'm going to post a lot of these section B questions so that you can cope up so that you'll be ready for your examinations. Okay, so let's go to question number 10. Question number 10 is question 1. So this one is some matrices. We're going to find this one. This one was quite easy. So the selection of topic, guys, are very important. The selection of topic. If you answer hard question, ZIMSEC is going to reward you for attempting those difficult questions. You see. So this one was very easy. Transformation. Also, this one on matrices, addition, subtraction, multiplication, then inverse, then bonus one for simultaneous equation. So let's get through this. Okay, so matrix A is given -3, -2, 4, 1, then B 4, 2, -1, 5, matrix C. So evaluate 3A minus B. Okay, so this 3 right here is a scalar. Okay, so a scalar is to multiply everything that is inside this bracket. So you're going to say 3. Matrix A is -3, -2, 4, 1. Then minus matrix B, that's 4, 2, -1, and 5. So this one is same as 3A minus what? Minus B. Okay, so this one is a scalar. It's a number or a letter which multiply everything that is inside the bracket. So 3 times this one, that's minus what? Minus 9. This one, that's minus 6. This one, we get 12. This one, we get 3. Okay, minus and 4, 2, -1, and what? And 5. So I'm going to say minus 9 minus 4. Okay, then 12 minus 1. Then -6 minus 2. Then 3 minus what? Minus 5. So -4, -9, -4. That's negative what? 13 or minus 13. So 12 minus 1. So minus and the minus get a what? A plus. So 12 plus 1 get 13. Minus 6 minus 2, that's minus 8. 3 minus 5, that's minus what? Minus 2. Okay, so guys, I'm going to do a video on direct numbers. I know some of you are not familiar with direct numbers. You are quite confused, so I'm going to do a topic on direct numbers. So please keep watching and follow my my videos on my YouTube account. You can also find me on TikTok, Facebook. Okay, another one. So BC, you have to find BC. Okay, BC. So matrix B is this one. Matrix C is this one. So that's 4, 2, -1, and 5. Multiplied by what? -2 and 3. Okay, so the first thing, guys, is to know the order of these different matrices. So the first one is a 2 by 2 matrix. 1, 2 is column by row. Then this one is a 2 by what? By 1. Okay, so you cancel this 2 on the middle. So we are left with 2 by 1. So our answer is going to be a 2 by 1 matrix. And for more information, I've posted earlier on matrices, addition, subtraction, how to find the determinant and inverse. You can watch some of those videos. They might help you. Okay, so row by column, we're going to multiply. BC same as B multiplied by C. So it's row by what? By column. So we're going to say 4 multiplied by what? -2, right? Plus -1 times 3. -1 times what? Times 3. Then row by column. 2 multiplied by negative 2 plus 5 multiplied by what? By 3. So 4 times negative 2, that's negative 8 plus negative what? Negative 3. Then that's negative 4 plus what? Plus 15 together. So negative 8 plus negative 3. So negative in the negative in the positive here, you get a what? A negative. So it's now minus 8 minus 3. You get minus 11 altogether. And minus 4 plus 15. So you're going to get what? We're going to get positive what? Positive 11. That's our final answer. That's B, C. Okay. Then the other question say find the inverse of matrix A. Inverse of matrix A. So inverse, guys. Inverse. Inverse, when finding inverse. Okay. Inverse is equal to 1 over determinant. Are we together? So the first stage is to find the determinant of matrix A. So they might say find A to the power of negative 1 is same as inverse. Are we together? Inverse of A. Okay, so matrix A, negative 3, negative 2, 4, and 1. So let's say first find the determinant. Determinant is equal to negative 3 multiplied by 1 minus, right? So is A, B, C, D. So for determinant is A times G minus B times C. Are we together? So that's A, D, okay, minus B, C. So minus, so negative 3 times 1 minus, then you can say 4 multiplied by negative what? Negative 2. So you get negative what? 3. Then negative 4 times negative 2, that's negative what? 8. So it's now negative 3. Negative in a negative, you get positive what? Positive 8. So negative 3 plus positive negative 3 and positive 8, you get what? We get 5. That's our determinant. So inverse now. Inverse is equals to 1 over determinant, which is what? 5. Okay? Then these two right here on inverse, they swap. So 1 is going to come on this side, the negative 3 to this side. Okay? Then this one on the other side, these two, they change signs. So this one is positive, it's negative 2, is going to be positive what? 2, and this one is going to be negative what? Negative 4. So on this topic of matrices, you can watch some of my videos, matrices. Okay, then